170 Southwest flights canceled today in and out of San Diego. We found out what's to blame.
This San Diego sidewalk is causing really big problems.
Home prices in San Diego County are dropping. We talked to real estate experts who tell us what it means for buyers and sellers.
And a former chef is now a stay-at-home mom, and all these cookies are flying out the door.
And the sights and sounds of this year's Holiday Bowl Parade. CBS 8 News live at 6 starts now.
Southwest Airlines is still in the middle of a meltdown. 75% of the Southwest flights in and out of San Diego were canceled today, according to online tracker FlightAware. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Jesse Pagan in for Marcella Lee. CBS 8's Anna Laurel spent the day at the airport and found some say the weather isn't the main culprit anymore.
Southwest Airlines canceled 168 flights today in and out of San Diego. These people here behind me in line to go to Oakland are the lucky ones. They believe their flight is going to take off. We spoke with the Southwest Pilots Association today. They say it's a software problem that's been going on for years. And I heard from many Southwest loyal customers who are furious.
They don't know if they have a plane. They don't know if they have a crew. And we're just waiting.
Frustrated passengers waiting in Terminal 1 at San Diego International, hoping Southwest Airlines can get them to their destination today.
All the systems are out, so everything is done manually, so we can't even go through security or go to our gate.
When we came to the airport this afternoon, we saw Southwest planes lined up on the tarmac, not at a gate. Once inside, we saw all the kiosks out of service.
Once again, folks, this is for flight 335.
Southwest blames last week's Arctic storm, aggressive flight scheduling, and outdated infrastructure for its crisis.
Clearly, we need to double down on our already existing plans to upgrade systems for these extreme circumstances.
The airline's CEO, Bob Jordan, apologized and says they hope to be back on track before next week.
This storm was forecast for 5 days.
Captain Casey Murray is president of the Southwest Pilots Association. He says outdated software is the real culprit, and they've been warning the airline about it for years.
The scheduling software is, which is a large part of the problem. Southwest can't connect airplanes to crews.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg now promises to hold Southwest accountable for the mess he says it created. He says his department is prepared to issue fines if it finds the airline did not meet its legal obligations to travelers.
What we're seeing right now, from the system and the flights themselves to the inability to reach anybody on a customer service phone line, is just completely unacceptable.
For now, travelers and crews are left holding checked bags.
They had 2 years of COVID that they could have been upgrading software. They neglected to do that, and now it's everybody else's problem.
Southwest CEO says it will fly about a third of its regular schedule for the next few days so it can catch up, so the delays will continue. At the San Diego International Airport, I'm Anna Laurel for CBS 8.
Thank you, Anna. And a reminder tonight, if you need to check the status of a flight at our airport, we put up a link at the help button at cbs8.com.
It's drier outside tonight for us, but your New Year's Eve party could get rained on.
Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis is in here early with the first look at your forecast. And Carlene, it sounds like we should keep our umbrellas handy.
I wouldn't even go outside. Not unless
Don't
you
even
have
bother with
to.
it?
No.
It's New Year's Eve, hang out in house.
Exactly.
Watch the ball drop.
Exactly.
Pop the cork. All good.
Pop the cork.
All of the above. All of the above, yeah. Outdoor celebrations, not exactly the best for this New Year's Eve. So we are talking about more chances for rain in the forecast and even more as we kick off next year. So taking a look at current conditions, this is the calm after the storm. But you're noticing that our skies are not clear. So as a result, we'll be on the cool side, but not plummeting temperatures when it comes to overnight lows. Clouds are going to stick around for a few days. So we're talking about mostly cloudy skies for tomorrow, maybe a hit or miss rogue shower as we go into about Friday. Also talking about chances for showers and heavier rainfall in the forecast. Could see some showers by the afternoon for the coast on Saturday, but the heavier rain looks to roll in as we say hello to 2023. Chance for thunderstorms, that looks to be for the inland valleys as well as for the coast. So we're kicking things off with a bang. Mother Nature said, I got fireworks too. And that's going to be the case by Sunday. Everything clears out by the afternoon, but then we still gear up for even more rain as we go throughout most of next week. So all those details in your 8-day are coming up. Jesse, Carlo.
All right, Carlene, thank you. A San Diego family says their son was hurt riding his bike, but the city could have prevented it. The sidewalk where they live near Mission Trails has a hump several inches off the ground.
People had called to complain about the sidewalk, but nothing was done. CBS 8's Kirsten Holmes talked to the family and their attorney, who say they're taking the city of San Diego to court. Kirsten.
Yeah, I want to show you the problem. So take a look behind me. We've all seen cracks in the sidewalk and humps in the sidewalk, but my CBS 8 crew and I, we probably have never seen something like this in person before. That's at least 10 inches off the ground. Jacob, the young man you're about to meet, says this is the reason he can't play the sports he loves anymore, and his family says someone should be held responsible.
I was going down a little slope, and after I went over the bump, I lost control. I got thrown to the ground, and since the guardrail bolts just caught my leg.
He called me screaming on the phone. I crashed my bike. My leg is tore up. It's super bad. And then all I remember is getting in my truck and racing over there.
Jacob Gibb is a freshman athlete who loves football, basketball, and most of all, baseball. Back in August, Jacob was headed home to get ready for practice when he says he fell off his bike near this piece of sidewalk and cut his leg on a bolt in the guardrail.
I had PTSD for a while from it. I couldn't even close my eyes. I would just see that.
As if Jacob's accident wasn't bad enough, adding insult to that injury, there are get it done requests asking the city of San Diego to fix this particular sidewalk that date back years.
We found one 5 years old, we found one 4 years old, and we found one recently at 2 years old, and has the specific picture of the hump and is complaining about the bolts, the debris, and the hump in the sidewalk. Somebody's got to be responsible. Somebody's got to have a job to do that.
We reached out to the city of San Diego, who says they do not comment on pending litigation, but that per city policy, the city's risk management department is investigating. Meanwhile, that sidewalk sits as is. Jacob says he's on the mend, but he hasn't been able to get back out doing what he does best while he heals.
My life is about sports, so I was just stressing out. Freshman football, freshman baseball, winter season, and a little bit of basketball. I was just too much in shock to cry, and I didn't feel anything. I was just stressing, wondering if I'll walk.
It's a shame that it takes somebody getting seriously hurt like this for the city to take action. And what's most concerning to me is that even after this, they still haven't taken action.
Jeremiah Lowe is representing Jacob's family as they try to get the city to right this wrong.
He's fighting to get better every day. He's been through a lot. He is a superstar athlete, prospect type athlete, and something like this, he didn't deserve to go through this.
You're probably wondering about Jacob's injuries. They were so severe, we decided not to show you pictures of his injuries on television. But Jacob's family's lawsuit comes as the city continues to try to address the $1 billion+ infrastructure backlog. It includes fixing things like the sidewalk where Jacob got hurt. In the meantime, San Diego taxpayers have been footing the bill in millions of dollars of legal settlements over issues like broken sidewalks. This is a story we will definitely follow for you.
Thanks, Kirsten. San Diego County home prices dropped for the 6th straight month.
CBS 8's Elizabeth Sanchez finds out if it's rising interest rates, a lack of inventory, or something else.
There are fewer homes on the market right now. This one in Encinitas has been up for sale for more than 60 days, but realtors say if it's priced right, it will sell.
Beautiful home, updated.
When it comes to home prices in San Diego County, most people know it's not going to be cheap. And over the last 2 years, homes were getting multiple offers.
There was a time, we'll call it the froth, right? And those overinflated prices, they weren't real prices. So we're right now coming back to a normal market, if you will.
Matt Sorensen with Coldwell Banker showed us this 3,900 square foot home that recently had to drop its price, $100,000.
If you want to sell, you're going to have to come down. And that's just the bottom line. So the most motivated sellers are going to drop their price until they find the right buyer.
CoreLogic, the data service that tracks home prices, says San Diego County medium home prices have dropped. In November, the medium home price in the county was $765,000, down $85,000 from May. The number of homes sold is also declining. Single family, condos, and townhomes all saw a slowdown, and real estate experts blame pricing.
They look at their neighbors and go, wait a second, you're saying I can only get $800 for mine when 4 months ago that guy got $1.1 million down the street, and it's a model match?
But dropping prices doesn't make a home more affordable. Frank Powell, the incoming president for the San Diego Association of Realtors, sees interest rates making potential buyers nervous.
When you're out shopping and the prices go up and the interest rates go up and your buying power goes down. So now they're holding back going, I can't afford this house in Claremont anymore for $900,000 because now there's a 7% interest rate.
Some real estate experts are calling this a gap between what sellers want to sell for and what buyers want to pay. Those tracking real estate say the prices are moderating and expected to continue to do so. But if the numbers continue to go down, those that bought at the height of the market will see their home values decline.
That's how it's always been, because real estate has always been a long-term investment.
And this house is not alone in seeing a price reduction. Sorensen says at least 70% of homes on the market right now have been reduced since October. Elizabeth Sanchez, CBS 8.
The rain stopped just in time for the Holiday Bowl Parade today in downtown and along the Embarcadero.
It aired live this morning on our streaming service, CBS 8+. Our Evan Narani co-hosted coverage. In case you weren't able to check it out, here's a quick look.
We got some honorary game chairs. Dave Rickards and Cookie Chainsaw Randolph. Wait, you know.
I know
You know the radio people.
These are the co-workers. These are the legends in the building. This is DSC. Dave Rickards, Cookie Chainsaw Randolph, co-host of DSC radio show 1015 KGB. They are retiring. They're retiring. They've been on the radio.
You got Tati right here.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Cookie. Yeah, I think that's the Dell that they're, look at that. It's beautiful.
Oh, yes.
That is
oh,
the
how
Dell.
beautiful is that?
Yeah,
oh, that is so cool.
Dave Rickards recently said, you know, upon retiring, having been the alarm clock for this city for all these years has been an honor I could have never dared hope for. So
30 years.
30 years.
That
Yeah.
is impressive
They
stuff.
will definitely be missed by San Diegans.
Up next, the Sky Show Rockets presented by Snapdragon. Ooh, and we got some rockets there on display. So those are the balloons that you're seeing there.
The other voice with Evan was Tati from 94.1. You may be familiar with her.
Yes, many people on Harbor Drive went there expecting to brave the elements, but as the day went on, Oregon Duck fans and UNC Tar Heel fans got to appreciate San Diego's normally beautiful weather. It was still a windy time, though, forcing some volunteers to hold on to the parade balloons for dear life. Despite the trouble, those volunteers say they are thrilled to be there.
The camaraderie with it, it's like you stand around and wait for a bit, but once you hit that parade, step off, it is all on, and it's fun.
To be part of the community and enjoy something that it's a once in a lifetime.
As you can see, the parade was quite a fun time, and we'll have more on the game coming up later in sports.
Still ahead, though, on new state labor laws that could affect you in the new year.
Plus, from natural disasters to a big step toward the moon, a look back at the stories you talked about most in 2022.
And where this so-called rope tornado was caught on camera this week.